Food insecurity looms in the three regions of the north following this year's floods caused by torrential rains and spillage of the Bagre Dam in neighboring Burkina Faso. A total of 15,206 hectares of farmlands have been affected in the Upper East region alone.
In the Upper East region alone, 13,595 farmers, comprising 9,184 male and 4,923 female farmers have lost their source of livelihood. The displaced victims, especially majority of already malnourished children, are struggling to feed. Water and sanitation facilities have been completely destroyed, worsening open defecation in the affected communities. A number of houses have collapsed, and majority of the displaced are staying with relatives.
The disaster has been serious. Farmlands have been affected, houses demolished completely and partially. And so we are calculating the data to submit to development partners for adequate intervention. The Agric have brought in their figures, and there's a food deficit situation in the region, ranging between 282,700 maxi bags of all staple foods in the Upper East region.
Expressing their ordeal to Citi News, some affected farmers in Palugu said they feel neglected by the government after the floods.
The Bagre Dam has come and washed out our things, our maize, our millet, our granules, everything. And we had government came, NADMO came, Agric people came. They talked to us that they will come to our aid up to date. We haven't seen anything. And we heard that government has released our terms for them to give us. We haven't get it. So we are appealing to the government to try and come to our aid.
Want to go on a Tatiana, but come from a party.
The Greater Accra region and the Madina District Hospital, which started several years ago, should have been open to care for the health needs of several communities in dire need, but it is not. The 100-bed facility has made its completion date by 24 months. It is one of several hospitals highlighted by Citi FM for over a year and featured in a petition the station sent to the office of the president in August this year, demanding action.
Hopefully by end of November. We are trying, yes. We are working day and night, 24/7, 3 shifts a day. So we are trying hard to finish end of November.
But the question is, do we have financial clearance to employ? And have we started recruitment processes so that as soon as it's done, we'll have people manning the facility? Those are the outstanding things, and the Ministry of Health and the Ghana Health Service will be in the best position to answer these questions.
Now, the Chinese fish farm, whose 40 tons of tilapia were destroyed by the Fisheries Commission after they were found dead, Fujian Farm suspects a case of fish poisoning. The Environmental Protection Agency, as the EPA, similarly suspects this to be the cause of the death.
3 trucks full of dead and rotten tilapia have been buried here, just close to the Volta Lake. My worry is that no health officials supervise this activity. The stench is not only on the farm, but spreads to the Asutuatre town. Some unscrupulous fishmongers from Volivo, Alabonia and Aviolonia near Asutuatre are cashing in. At the time we caught them on camera, they had taken off in their boats, but their activities gave them away. They were carting dead tilapia for processing as salted fish, locally known as Kobe, to be sold to the unsuspecting public.
The residents and commuters around parts of Dakuma and a suburb of Accra endure every time it rains due to a damaged drainage system. There is more in this report.
This shop used to be like a coffee shop, where we have, people from the area, having breakfast all day kind of thing, affordable. And then this drainage started overflowing onto the streets, and the stench and, whatever it caused around, really didn't make the business, attractive to our customers anymore. They just stopped coming. And I had to let go of my staff and then find another way,
Victor is not the only one who is frustrated about the situation. The others lament how it is affecting their business because of the unwelcoming environment that meets their customers. The condition is caused by a choked major drain that spills onto the road, giving off foul stench and making movement very stressful. But on the day of our visit, it began to rain and soon things took a turn for the worse.
For a passenger, one of the frustrating moments is when you have to spend a little more time waiting for change from a driver's mate. This is where the business of people like Becky comes in.
Mrs. Askama mates for no cars. And I have to say, Obi per se, or some new notes Nibia.
The Madina Zongo Junction stretch is one of the many bus stations this business drives. It is not too clear who first started the business or who controls it.
If you want 1 city, I deduct 10% from the 1 city and give you the 90 cities. That's how I do it. Yes, 90%.
Our main clientele, truck mates and drivers, are more than happy this business exists to take care of one of their pressing needs.
What group was now watching about passengers? No, who now questions farm home as I know moody do at them. We go on your butcher or on your butcher and just so talk questions, no, not to me the answer. It's my and Nippon would my passengers, no, I'm willing to was here. Over Froka made my shot to Onkasa. Now, so I count 10% out of a man and Obua. I know very giddy, and it's not my talk to avoid any problem.